With the current high food prices across Nigeria, the federal government has raised the hope of over 200 million Nigerians by unveiling its strategic plans to boost food security and agricultural activities towards delivering on the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
This becomes more profound given the current state of our national food security, for which Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR declared a national state of emergency on Thursday, 13 July 2023. Indeed, the current state of food security is threatened by issues of availability and affordability. Furthermore, malnutrition and the rates of food inflation requires that we work all year round to ensure increased food production, while putting in place measures to make food available, accessible, affordable, and the right nutrition on a sustainable basis.
The immediate priority actions, according to the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, to the end of 2023 are preparation for the dry season beginning from November 2023. It is scheduled to commence with the implementation of dry season wheat production as part of the National Agricultural Growth Scheme and Agro-Pocket projects funded by the African Development Bank.
Under this scheme, the target is to produce wheat of over 70,000 hectares across the wheat production zone of the country and an expected yield of 875,000 metric tons to our food reserve. Blending of appropriate fertilizers to support this year's dry season farming while making provisions for next year's farming season well in advance. Providing the trainer for extension agents involved in dry season farming in collaboration with wheat producing states and other partners such as flour mills.
You need to encourage entrepreneurship. That is those who are involved in agricultural entrepreneurship, growing farms, of course all accessories, fertilizers, production of fertilizers and all of that, that will go into the farming of wheat. So if you do all of this, then of course you'll be able to increase the production of wheat, which of course will reduce your dependence on foreign producers of wheat. Okay, so bottom line is that agriculture or farming in wheat, all right, should be encouraged, and that means that you need to government will need to pump money, fund, okay, into that sector. We need to assist farmers involved in wheat production, okay, with the necessary amount of money that they will need to be able to do well, and also the other things that they will need, like fertilizers and all of that. We understand that there are companies that are producing fertilizers in Nigeria, but to what extent are those companies actually supplying the needs of farmers, whether those in wheat or maybe other crops? These are the challenges.
A recent report on wheat production in Nigeria by the National Bureau of Statistics, which conducted a survey that covered farming seasons across 13 states, said wheat production in Nigeria was 36,943.80 tons, a decrease of 23% from 60,000 tons as captured in the Agriculture Promotion Policy Strategy document of 2016.
We're also looking at how to strengthen the commodity exchange for agriculture in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment to revive and promote home economics and food and nutrition knowledge transfers and practices.
I realize that most of the policies being put in place presently, they want the economy to work on its own. But the question is, can the economy really work on its own presently? Are we in a situation where government can actually hand off and remove their hands and think the market, the theory, economic theory, will work on its own? Because economy can work on its own when they have put things in place for it to work on its own. But when those necessary or basic things are not in place, it will be very difficult for the economy to work.
From 2015 to 2022, the country budgeted 12.9 billion naira for development of the wheat value chain according to the budget allocation data from the Budget Office of the Federation. With Business 24, I am Tokbe Alabi.